Welcome to week 6. We are reading Gilbert and Gubar this week. Do not be intimidated by the reading that you have for the week. It is challenging. If I had any guidance for how to navigate this chapter, I would say look at the highlighted material because a lot of the questions that I ask you in the discussion board have to do with, these are my annotations on a very old copy of the work. And you'll notice that I've gone to great lengths to add annotations. So when I go back and teach it, when I go back and talk about it, I know where to look. Some of the work that's mentioned in here you may have read before, which is great. If you haven't, don't worry about it. One of the best works that's mentioned in here is The Yellow Wallpaper. By Charlotte Perkins Gilman, who I absolutely adore. She wrote a short story titled Yellow Wallpaper at the end of the 19th century because she had been treated with the rest cure by Dr. Mitchell, and she was tortured because of it. Other women, similarly, at her time, were treated with the rest cure and were tortured by it. And so there are references in here throughout. If you're interested in that story, an easy Google search will lead you to a full text of that. It is awesome. She was one of the, if I could go back and meet a woman, boy, I would love to have met her. I think her work is just groundbreaking in terms of saying, look what you're doing, guys. Look what you're doing to women. It's not working. She even sent the story back to Mitchell after she had been sort of cured of her postpartum because she wasn't locked in a room anymore and she was getting better, and it affected the way that he treated future women with postpartum depression. So that was a win, huge win for her, huge win for all women. But anyway, when you're reading Gilbert and Gubar, if you're having trouble, start with the highlighted material that I've annotated and take a look at the questions at the same time in the discussion board, and I think that might help you sort of parse through and unpack what's happening here. These are, Gilbert and Gubar are two foundational feminist scholars, not just of the 20th century, but really, even down the road might be of all time. You have your, ESPN has their top 10 list, every week. I mean, Gilbert and Gubar are going to have to be in the top 10 of all time in terms of feminist theorists. So if you don't understand all of it, don't worry about it. You need to take away from some of this stuff what you can take away. And if you have questions, always reach out. I look forward, though, to seeing your reaction to the work.